If you've ever stared at your dog in one of those quiet, peaceful moments, you've probably felt a deep connection that doesn't need words. But multiple times a day, often in the exact moments you think you're showing love, you are actively pushing them away. We humans express affection like primates. We reach out, we hug, we make intense eye contact. Dogs, however, are wired by millennia of survival mechanics and ancient pack dynamics. Because of this translation gap, your dog's nervous system frequently reads your well-intentioned affection as confrontation, uncomfortable pressure, or even a severed social bond. To build absolute trust, you have to stop speaking human and learn to communicate directly with the canine nervous system. Every interaction your dog has begins with a sniff. With up to 300 million olfactory receptors, their nose is an advanced intake system gathering complex data about who you are and how you're feeling. Yet most people skip this intake system entirely and reach straight over the top of the dog's head to pet them. This overhead movement triggers a subtle flinch response, registering on a deep, instinctual level as a potential physical threat. Instead, present the back of your hand at nose level. Wait for them to step forward and complete the sniff test. Only after they press their nose into your hand should you initiate touch, starting under the chin. This chart from Azabu University shows a simultaneous spike in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, in both human and dog during mutual, relaxed eye contact. But when that gaze turns into a hard, unblinking stare, the dog's oxytocin drops. Their nervous system flags a confrontation. By adopting a soft gaze and offering your hand for an olfactory check first, you bypass their threat detection circuits entirely and establish yourself as a neurologically safe entity. Consider the moment you walk through the front door. Your dog likely loses their mind, spinning, jumping, and whining with frantic energy. Common advice says to ignore this behavior so you don't reward the chaos. But dogs are pack animals, hardwired for specific, mandatory reunion rituals after a period of separation. The bar on the left shows an ignored dog with elevated cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Shutting down the greeting converts excitement into anxiety. The right bar shows how 30 seconds of warm engagement completes their biological script and drops cortisol levels for hours. Beyond social rituals, working breeds have a biological mandate for complex problem solving. When they don't get to use their brains to track, hunt, or retrieve, they exhibit high stress and destructive behaviors. This line graph maps stress reduction over time. While physical exercise provides a moderate decrease, the chart clearly shows that just 5 minutes of mental enrichment, like puzzle feeders or scent games, causes a much sharper, more sustained drop in canine stress. Completing these hardwired biological scripts transforms chaotic, anxious energy into focused, calm attachment. During the quiet hours at home, you might feel like you need to actively play to build your bond, but dogs are proximity animals. Simply coexisting in the same room without asking them to perform or interact physically regulates your dog's heart rate. Your calm presence acts as an anchor. Humans often disrupt this peaceful regulation by doing something well-intentioned, leaning down to pick up or cuddle a sleeping dog. Deep sleep is your dog's most vulnerable state. It is the crucial period where their stress hormones reset and tissue repairs, meaning all of their natural protective instincts are entirely offline. Interrupting that vulnerability startles them into sudden alertness and subtly erodes their trust in that resting spot. Fiercely protecting their sleep, leaving them completely alone until they wake, proves that your presence is their ultimate safe zone. There is one highly exclusive physical gesture that taps into the canine experience deeper than almost anything else. In the wild, packmates perform something called allogrooming. They focus specifically on the areas another dog cannot physically reach themselves, like the base of the skull and the back of the neck. To replicate this, place your fingertips right where the neck meets the head. Apply gentle, slow, circular pressure, moving gradually down toward the shoulders. You will see their head drop slightly and their eyes soften. This is a specific exclusivity that triggers a massive neurochemical release, signaling true pack belonging. Loving a dog requires looking past our own human instincts. By honoring their biological reality, you become the person they choose above anyone else in the world. If you want to keep learning the science behind how your dog thinks, subscribe to Canine Mind. Enjoy the pack!